Hey friend, if you want to know how you can possibly create a modular inspired bassline like this one that you can hear right here at almost no cost, then I think you will hear the answer in this week's video. I will walk you through a patch that I recently came up randomly by experimenting a little bit, and yeah, take you through the different modules, through some little bit of patching and what tools and yeah, ingredients I used, so you can use it as an inspiration trigger to adapt stuff. Even if you only have VCV Rack, the free version, you can still benefit from it. And if you use VCV Rack 2 Pro, run it as a plugin, then it's probably even better. So yeah, let's jump right in. But before we do so, I quickly want to mention my soft but snappy Rominimal Ableton Live kick template. This is a little kick template, as I just said, which you can drag and drop into Ableton Live. It's based on Little Max for Live device, and it's basically a preset, but you can really add layers to a DS kick, and then you can design your custom-made kicks based on your taste, your style. You can make it punchy, make it long, make it short, almost make it tom-like if you like. Yeah, it's really a unique tool that you can use, and again, drag and drop it on your tracks. It's for free, of course. If you want this, just grab it on the link below or in this video's link on this side, I guess. Ready? Let's jump over to Ableton Live. Alright, for this week's video I want to show you how I came up with that bassline that someone asked last week in a video. It was kind of a, I call it modular inspired bassline. Basically what I'm talking about is this bassline here, right? Yeah, I want to share how I came up with it. I think you can also do similar with VCV Rack, which is for free. I have the Pro version, which runs as a plugin inside Ableton Live, and I found it is yeah, really handy to synchronize to Ableton. You can also use a different tool, but first let's have a quick listen here. So yeah, I hope you get the idea. Now let's start from scratch, and I want to walk you through creating this little bassline patch inside VCV Rack. If you don't have VCV Rack Pro like I do, you can also recreate it in VCV Rack as a standalone version and adapt some stuff, hopefully. But first, let's dive in. So yes, step number one is really creating a new MIDI channel and inserting VCV Rack inside there, right? And then the first thing what you will see is an audio output and also input, right? And also MIDI to CV module. So basically this translates the MIDI that is coming from Ableton into control voltage CV. Basically control voltage, as far as I know, is kind of the language that each module is talking to each other, right? In a modular language, if you want to speak like that. And I need to point out, honestly, I have not much of a clue how this modular thing works. I just dabbled around a little bit, and then I stumbled over a bassline. Someone asked about it in the comment section. It got 1, 2, 3 likes, I don't know. And I thought, yeah, let's make a video, share the process a little bit, so maybe you get inspired about that. This is more like for inspiration, you know. I like simple things, and again, I didn't know how to connect it basically, so I used thing that I always use for sequencing, which is the MD Snake, right? And this is basically a Max for Life device based on a modular module called Make Noise Rene, right? And I simply put it before VCV Rack using a few random settings here, really. Here we can choose different scales, doesn't really matter, you know, just choosing something. And one thing that I really like is for basslines, you can choose the range here, right? In what range you want to play the notes, the random notes. So I can choose a range between mids to upper scale, pitch or whatever, you know. But for basslines, of course, we want to play in the mid range, low end range, right? And then I simply put random to get something going on, and then I still can adjust it later on. So yeah, also doing this for the triggers here. As you can see, we have different sections here. One is for notes, one is for gates, for the velocity. Now if we run this, we see really nothing because we need to connect something. So basically what we need first is something that can generate sound, and what we use here is a module from Bithaco. Hope I pronounce this correctly again. Even VCO, and this is basically you can buy this as a hardware module, right? But here we get it almost for free, you know. If you would buy this, I think it will cost you around 150 euros. Long story short, you can buy the whole pro version of VCV Rack for, I guess, 150 bucks. If you compare that to this module, hardware module, of course, I would say it's an amazing time to be an artist in this time and age, with these resources that we have available. 20 years ago, you were not able to do such things, you know. Step number 2, we need something that can generate sound. No, this is step number 3, sorry. Step number 2 would be to insert something that can trigger the sound, right? And now we need to transform that MIDI to the sound generator. Now this is pretty boring, I think, if we just run this one. So we also want to modulate some stuff, and to do so I want to insert a little filter, and this is the liquid filter from Audible Instruments, and you can already read it's based on Mutable Instruments ripples. It's a hardware clone again, and if you count this as well, you will get way past 150 bucks, you know. Another hardware module that I use is the T-Rex. I think it's a bit crusher. It's also a hardware clone, you know. Again, if you would count just those 3 modules together, you will get past 150 bucks. I don't want to sell you VCV Rack, you know. I'm not an affiliate or whatever. This is just my honest opinion, you know. It's amazing what you possibly can do in today's age. So basically we have something that can generate sound, we have something to modulate, to modify the sound, and yeah, also an effect, you know. So now we need 2 more modules. Number 1 is a simple envelope, ADSR, to control the length of the sound, right? And also I want a little bit of a sequencer. I choose the simple one from VCV Rack, kind of a stock one, and then I basically take the clock from Ableton and send it to the clock here, so it gets kind of synced, you know. Now let's connecting the modules, the dots a little bit. So first thing, we want audio, right? So let's connect the filter. Then we have some more audio from the VCO, oscillator to the stomp box, and then from there I go into the filter in. Right. There you go, we have some sound. Now we need to control that. The gain. So we have no audio. And then what else do we need? We need the gate here. And I take it from this sequencer here, from trigger. Yeah, I also want to control the FM with this envelope here. And then we also need to connect the pitch, maybe. Take the pitch from the MDD snake, maybe. And maybe as well the pulse width, maybe connecting it to the pitch, so it changes a little bit, maybe based on the pitch. And yeah, the rest I think we can do and experiment with. Let's run it quickly. Right, so we have already something going on. Now let's experiment a little bit. Something like that, maybe. It's a lot about experimenting with modular stuff, I would say. That maybe. So we have something going on right now. Yeah, and so on, right? I have a few patches here ready to go. Let's quickly check them out. They are based on the same patch basically, but you know, I experimented a little bit with those. Let's see how those sounds. once you have a patch going on, you can really have fun experimenting, recording live maybe. Need to record this, for example. Quick note: if you use VCV Rack as a standalone device and you want to record your bassline, you can basically do so by using the recorder module from VCV Rack. Just search for it on the library and then connecting it to the, in that case, to the filter, and then there should be some sound coming in. Also, if you right click, you have different audio formats available, sample rate, bit depth, and also you can choose the output file where it should be stored, right? Just play it then. You can see here. So yeah, just have fun experimenting. You don't need to be a crazy expert. I'm just basic knowledge, and I kind of came up with this randomly. So if I can do it, you can do it for sure, right? So yeah, hope to see you next week. Thanks for watching, thanks for your time, and if you have another input, what you want to see next week, let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching, thanks for your time, and don't forget to download the custom kick template for Ableton Live. If you want that, you can download it for free under the link below, of course. So yeah, have fun, cheers, thanks, bye bye.